4 floors, and I just do that 3 or 4 times, and I'd be like, "Ugh."
That's hustle. Well, that's crazy.
Yeah. Just gotta
But
do it in a run.
basically what you'd be doing, outside of
Mhm.
the metal clinking. So I'm trying to remember if I let you guys escape. I remember it ended with them solving the puzzle and meeting Tempos, but I don't remember if that was with the successful flee.
Oh,
Oh,
you flee.
No? Okay, this is just what's happening
Tempos was
inside.
gonna tell Seg about his like prophecy or some shit.
Yeah.
Because Seg
Well,
just saw the beginning and the end.
Iz and Shio are over here fighting for their lives.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
normal.
And I meant to ask this actually, and I figure before session's a good time to do it. And is like point the book at people he wants the lightning to hit since he's holding me?
In theoretical sense, we've been allowing you guys to channel through it, but because you're currently occupied and not focusing on the battle, I'd say your tether is not present.
All right, fair enough.
Could you give me access to update Shio? I need to finish off his 9th level spells.
No.
Sorry, I just didn't want to bother you with doing it.
So,
You
Seg,
should
don't
be able
forget.
to, I thought. Let me see.
It kept saying I lacked permissions. Let me try again, though.
Oh, wait, let me check.
Yeah, Seg, don't forget, you can still see the future. So any roll you make's at advantage, and anyone trying to do shit is at disadvantage.
Hell yeah.
Don't forget.
That might come in
I will
handy.
slap you through the internet if you just forget.
Thank you
My
for
9th level
reminding
spell.
me.
You better abuse that shit.
Oh, absolutely. I want to get back into combat with it as quick as I can. But also as a quick question though, did you find the time to
Of course not.
update the crooks side effect?
No, I did not, but I do have the list of what you rolled, so I can
Hell yeah.
that's what
I
you're
noticed
right?
a lot of I noticed a lot of them let you pick what it is, so I'm sure that'll be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Deadly.
But I do know what I'm doing with it because of your information provided. I was like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cool. But yes, we will lean into that if you choose to gank on it as necessary, and I'll passively work on that. I'm also eating a lot of chips right now, guys, so apologies if you hear crunches, but I'm like fiending the fuck out of Lay's. Like they're my weakness, and I don't eat them often, but I got myself a big bag, and I'm not going to close it.
I don't think anyone was demanding that you did.
So, should we give Web another minute, or should we just say he died?
No, let's give him a minute.
Yeah,
I gotta have the pirates able to escape the book.
True.
I
I'm
think
just
he was
imagining Page Master.
Oh, dude, has anyone else? You seen that movie?
Oh, dude, are you kidding me? I know that shit like by heart. Like,
I have
no.
not met another living soul who's seen that movie.
You're tripping, dude. Me, I've even seen the kangaroo one. Shit, I just forgot the name of it.
The one,
The,
which
the
one?
live action kangaroo. Hold on,
Yeah,
I'll tell
with
you
the
right
mob
now.
boss.
Yeah, but they're like in the wilderness and shit. Some Spirit of Virtue or something like that. Spirit of the Virtue, I think.
I might have to see it. Sounds familiar.
I'm trying to figure it out. It's something like that. It's about kangaroos. It's old, dude. It was like live action, like Planet of the Apes. Warriors of Virtue, 97.
Might have to see that one. I don't know
It's
if I have.
anamorphic kangaroos, bro. I was like, hell yeah. And they're like doing like, samurai stuff and shit. It's so cool. But anyways, that was like around the same time for me. But sweet, yeah. Page Master is basically the effect that they're going through at this
yeah,
moment.
okay, I've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
You can't forget things that look like that. You just can't.
Yeah. You're like, that's where it's from. You know what I mean? It took me a while to remember the name of it for the longest because it just didn't stick when I was young.
No. How about Watership Down?
Yeah.
Scar you for life.
For me, I was like I watched almost every single thing that was written, like the Sphere and all those like real just basic underwater deep sea stuffs. And I just kind of stuck with anything that just kept popping up after. I liked Blockbuster when it was a thing. I would always be up in that bitch.
Oh, it was great, especially when you had unlimited rentals. You just go back.
It was the
Nothing to do.
coolest.
Fuck it.
But What's up, Web? Welcome.
What up, what up, what up? My bad. I was fucking trying to find my weed and my keys. Found my weed, can't find my fucking keys.
Well, it sounds like you only have
but
a
I
problem for tomorrow.
Yeah, it's probably for tomorrow.
Love it. All right. So we're going to pick up exactly where I see this initiative. And I listened to the last 5 minutes and I don't remember Iz doing anything. So we're going to start with Iz before we get into the hippo and then we begin a new initiative. You guys were in conflict after arriving at a very high-tech facility. It seems as if T.emposs created it and has been using it in a completely different plane of existence from STRIXHAVEN to solve STRIXHAVEN's problem.
Yeah, it's because he cheated and bringing back tech from the future. I ain't know how he works.
He went to a era known as Ender, where things failed, but something survived. And what survived was the key to what he believes is the issue at STRIXHAVEN.
Oh, I know. This is just being grumpy at him.
Oh yeah. Oh, I got you. I'm going with it. I'm just giving more flavor, more recap. With it, two individuals played a piano. Well, one played a piano, the other danced next to it, and it was a very lovely, talented scene. Had they not been home invading and special guesting with their equipment in which did not belong to them, and lounging about, maybe they wouldn't have found books with their names on it and did tradesies. But the pirates did. And in doing
I
so,
mean, their names were on it. Who wouldn't read that?
true.
I mean, I would have read it.
But it took them, all in all, not just their existence, not just their name, but took them straight from your little pocket of time there and put them in another one. They were given a puzzle. There was void, fire, and water. It was very trivial, and they created an endless cobblestone generator for a universe called Minecraft. They created a omnipresent, not gone, but present, gone fire void, or I think it was water void. And then they solved it in an unorthodox manner and got called out on it. Here we begin, not with the two pirates who are stuck with the time wizard, who is talking disdainly about the Oracle at this moment, kind of rambling on about the fact that you guys are present with such a being.
Join the club.
As the Oracle's ears tingle. Someone's talking about you, and you can guess who it is. But now is not the time, as outside there's thunderstorms. There's gunshot bullets. There is hippodromes speaking in tongues and common, yelling out what is and isn't happening out on the field. You look to
Yep,
Shio and you realize that the tallest person with you is the second smallest person present.
Yep, and I made a 6-foot jungle that's hard to move around.
Correct. You created enough blooming blossoms to make anything have to do the hokey pokey.
All right, was it my turn? Don't remember if I did a turn or not.
Giving you one now, whether you did or didn't.
I was checking the book. Okay, guys, have you figured it out?
You do still hear him. Second what?
No.
Muted.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to. What if you guys had any luck? What else do we have to do?
Well, I'm talking to that time wizard you don't like very much right now. He's about to tell me my future, I think.
You've seen this trick
Oh.
before.
Just because he can go to the future and see it, freaking! It's only a possible future. Don't listen to him.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I already have my future vision.
Oh, okay. Anyway, any chance you could also do the lightning thing? They're pretty angry out here.
I can't see them anymore. You'd have to tell me where to hit, maybe, probably. Hold on just a second, time wizard. I have to help the Oracle out.
Okay, can you hit at coordinates and I start listing off like an equation or a grid?
Coordinates.
Like you charge up and the book begins to rattle. Go ahead. Is it just a hit or is it save, right?
It's AOE, so it's a save, and they take
So
half if they
is
make it. I'll
who or
copy
where
it
would you be
again.
shooting it?
I think I could see this guy or maybe this one up, or this one here.
Okay, we got 3 choices. Which one?
Let's go with this one.
Got it. Down to the bottom right. He calls out an exclamation of "What?" Is it a dex save? Okay.
Yeah.
Man, as big as he is fully armored, this man moves. He's like ground at the ground. I'll say he's prone as he does make it away from dodging it. He takes half.
Correct. Yeah.
Watch the guys.
I mean, unless all that armor makes him weak to it, in which case he takes double, which is normal.
Does not. But I like your ideas if you were present and able to amplify it.
Valid.
No, not
Magic
the
is
moment.
in the mind.
Which way are we going, Shio? Gonna continue running, moving, or?
I say we kill a couple of these guys. Maybe they'll run away.
I don't know. They don't seem like the type to run away. Die heroically? Sure. Run away? Nah.
Well, I feel like we really shouldn't let them take this base.
I agree.
Can-
So kill
Can
him?
Seg hear the enemies too, or just his
Nope.
companions?
Just your companions.
Okay, never mind.
Whoever possesses the book, really, but I'm allowing Shio to pass through it.
I'll just move a little bit. I'll fly up, fly back down, and I'll do stealth
And yes to the murder.
to hide in the so they can't see me.
You got it. You, to your understanding, are most likely hidden due to all the commotion and your very tiny size. I highly doubt anyone saw a unseeable UFO descent.
Yeah, if they can pick me out in the 6-foot grass, I'd be impressed.
It's called a shotgun. No,
It only
Napalm.
works if you shoot in the right direction.
right.
All right. Good luck, Shio. With your tallness, they could probably still hit you.
Probably.
That'll be it for me.
Got it. All right. It is the gift. You're. Nobody escapes. We take everything we stay alive. You just hear his heavy breaths as he's making progress, but he is blocked by too much and moving way too slow to get in any range. You may reroll. What's your token, Wet? You're muted, Web. So you have to start over.
Straight back to the top. I did great, Seg. Let's do it one more time.
You call out the advances that this is favorable. You hold out the book to the same target or a different one?
Same target.
You got it.
I'm pretty sure he's the only one I can really see.
Oh! He sees it and he goes to jump again. Failing, he slips on his boot. He looks up and the lightning strike lands right outside the range. Is it technically anything under the cover of it?
Yep, anything in the storm, and it only has to be within 5 feet of him to hit.
It has to be within 5 feet of the storm?
No, well, you can hit anywhere under the storm,
Oh,
and if
got
he
it.
is,
Oh, okay.
as long as he is 5 feet or less away from it, it'll hit him. So it hits 15 feet in total.
Oh, then yeah, for sure. I see what you're saying. Cool. So as it lands, he looks out and he's like, ah! He kind of like, you can hear this kind of like excitement as he thinks he's escaped it, and then the lightning crawls and it hits him. Goes unconscious.
Might be never to piss you off when I'm outside. But I'll fly over here and do a hide again.
Go and give me another stuff. Beautiful. Sec. Inside, you see T.emposs staring at you in web. He gives you this kind of cold glare. The interesting thing is that the features of T.emposs are kind of convoluted. You see an individual that has this full beard and mustache, but his eyes are almost hidden from you, even though you see a face. You don't see an eye color. You don't see a pupil. You don't see white. It just registers accordingly. But you know it's wrong. Same for you, Webb. You've seen ugly people, but this is like a googly doll shaking too much, and it just never reset right. But it makes sense still. It's all kind of muddling. What do you say to it if you speak at all, Seg? You're muted, by the way.
So I guess we figured out the puzzle. Why did you bring us here?
I did not bring you here.
Well, I mean, the book had me and my buddy's names on it, so I mean, it seemed pretty personal.
Well, I've been through your entire lives, multiple times, through many, many parallels, to determine if you were fit to be a dragon god in the end time. You're muted.
Oh, I didn't hear him finish. In the end, I'm what?
No, he is like he is one of the individuals along with the Oracle
Oh
that
god.
studied your guys' profiles through all the parallels to make sure you guys were the proper choice to be of the Dragon Guard. Like this man wrote your diary from a third person perspective. Almost to the T. And when you read it, you felt like you were the one that probably wrote it, but it absolutely is not you. It was the one person over your shoulder witnessing your entire span. Imagine you looking at Shio right now in silence as you guys are trying to read each other's minds on what to say.
I don't think his headset's working. I can hear him talking, but not through here.
Or say that his psychic mind trick wasn't working on you, but I'll say it's his mic. You want him to skip or you want him to try to figure it out? Is he trying to figure it out? Like,
He's trying to figure it out.
I'll give him a second. It's like Ariel. He made a deal and he lost his voice. You guys on the outside, Shio and Iz. Who's out there? Lie down your arms and we'll do the same.
They want us to surrender?
I think they're trying to do a parlay.
Why?
Is anyone out there? We will throw barrages to flush you out if need be. We don't want to go to such extremities.
Tell us what you want first.
Look, there is somebody there. Get eyes. Are you a native of the facility before us?
Yeah?
Identify your credentials for validation, please.
I don't feel safe doing that to a stranger. We're not supposed to give away our sensitive info, right?
Which part? That we're the headmaster of STRIXHAVEN? Or you're the Dragon Guard? Or you're fighting a Time War thing? You know, I've stopped keeping track.
That's fair.
Fine, I am favoring Kelf. I lead this platoon in discovery on behalf of Bremel Association.
Is that like the East India Trading Company?
It is. I don't know.
Oh, that's right. You don't know futures. Oh, okay.
Should we trust
What else do you
this?
want? No. Like, are you trying to steal my stuff? Like a conqueror, or did you just want to like a dine-in set?
We have been told by our superiors that we must contact and recover what was found located here.
You want to steal my piano?
We do enjoy a fine tune on the crafts, while in space ambiances do calm the comet spiders quite nicely.
What exactly were you trying to recover? Because if it's nothing to us, maybe we can negotiate you guys getting it.
Precisely. That is what I've been trying to get at. The piano.
You may give me an insight check, the two of you.
What to believe it? Yeah, you're doing this over my piano? Yes. My insight is
So,
truly amazing.
you absolutely believe, Shio, they want the piano now. He's genuine. He is curious to the piano. There might be more, but he's not lying to you in this aspect.
I get that it's a nice piano, but like, is it really worth all this effort?
That piano is from a millennia in which I rise from. Taking this would be removing a superior piece of creation from where it does not belong.
Didn't I build that? I don't know. I'm so confused. Maybe Tempest did this. I'm gonna blame Tempest.
What else did you want?
The astrological data information. We have reason to believe there is a... You may not know, but we are looking for a helm.
Why don't you just make one like everyone else?
He's gonna roll an insight check on his end to see whether or not he feels you know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I kind of do, but
Fuck this guy. It's my piano. I'll give him all the paper cuts.
I
Yeah.
look at it from a different angle. I can make realities and stuff. So
This helm? Let us meet and I will demonstrate.
but then you could shoot me. And I'm
We
soft and
agree to
squishy.
put our arms down.
Hmm.
Halt this storm and you can see us drop our arms.
I'll send Shio in to negotiate with you.
Very well.
Damn it,
What
is
does he look like?
a demand raise.
Just don't look at his abs. It'll mesmerize you. You've been warned.
I'm blonde.
A blonde, no ab looker. Understood.
All right, is if I get shot, I'm demanding medical pay.
Oh, yeah, I'll definitely teleport you out when I can see you. Just be really tall.
All right. In good faith, I'll meet you here.
You hear like you see a guy already inside. He's like,
He's here. Very well. Negotiate for me, Travis.
as he calls out the individual here whose icon is broken. He is a very snotty, snooty kind of dude. Let me see if I put it in chat. Maybe that'll work. Well, that picture, I guess. If you click on it, it might go to a picture. Yeah, it goes to a picture for sure.
It's a trap.
He comes up with his little mouthpiece and he's like,
Well, if I may introduce myself, I am Travis. and I represent the intergalactics of the Butterfields and all of the parallel connections. We are a subsidiary of the now defunct, or defunct, it's a term still grasping, Time Knights.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Shio. I am a student from a parallel. And, we'd really like to not be stolen from, but we also don't really want to lose the base.
What could you tell me about such a facility?
He starts looking around.
It's more of a home more than a facility. More like a... We spend our time here to escape our parallel because it's currently under attack by a multiversal empire that wants to eat all of us and end the parallels.
You do fight a war. Yes, yes, we do go to combat against the foe.
The Thoraxians?
Phyrexians!
He looks at the other GIF, and the other GIF kind of just nods his head.
You've witnessed a Phyrexian.
Yeah, they're the ones attacking us.
How old are you, child?
It gets a little messed up because I've been kind of pushed through different parallels and the time is different in each one.
Yes,
I should
yes,
be around 20.
You have 20 years of traveling experience and you have met the Phyrexians. Where?
Strixhaven.
Technically, 20 years you can remember.
You're not helping with my dementia.
Strixhaven, Strixhaven. I
am wearing a
scholar
Strixhaven uniform.
of all parallels, and I have never come into contact with a Strixhaven.
Because you're not a planeswalker.
It's mostly because we're trying to prevent the collapse of Strixhaven.
There was once
Possibly.
a place called Wakanda, private like you describe, and we wiped them out because of their greed. You are not such greed, right?
No, at this point, we're just fighting for survival.
That is what we were told when we fought them.
He looks at you, raises
You're-
an eyebrow.
You're welcome to come with us to fight the Thoraxians if you want, but
Phyrexians. We've eradicated them. You speak of falsities.
how about I show them it and I use like a... May I use a minor illusion to show you what the Thoraxians look like to prove that I'm not bullshitting?
Very well.
Minor illusion, cast spell.
Which of any Phyrexian would you show?
Uh,
The giant
I'd-
one.
I'd probably use the giant, what's it? The one we fought, the one that crashed through a house, and I put inside of a force cage.
Right. You produce a miniature visual of what would be depicting the Phyrexian of fierceness.
And he goes, yes, the Goyla. We've handled such things. But that is different. What
It's
is
normally
that
bigger.
with it?
He refers to the. For you guys looking at it, you understand that the Phyrexians are machines with organic growth added. That's their enhancements. The machine enhancements are adding skin graphene and other muscle-like abilities that they don't have with their clinkiness, and they transform you guys into robots, at least to their understanding so far, or to yours. However, he looks at it like it is, but he speaks of it as if it is not usual in this stature that you presented as.
Well, if we're from different times, this might be an older model.
I've seen many. This is.
Bioorganic. Horrific.
It looks almost modern.
Yeah, they've been doing a lot of upgrades. We managed to hold them off, but they've only gotten better.
He looks at you and he looks at the other guy. He calls out, "Warlord! Travis agrees that we are at peace." "Agreed," from behind him off in the distance. Travis looks to you. "Will you please let down your force?" As he looks around the scene, meaning the magic in which is casted.
Hey, Seg! Can you tell Seg to turn off the lightning?
Mike,
Oh, Seg, they're surrendering or parlaying, or they're gonna shoot us right afterwards. But can you bring down your lightning storm?
fine.
all-
I guess I can take it out.
I
I'll
know,
dismiss the lightning. But we were having so much fun, Ed.
I know. Someone that can actually read the cardinal coordinate system. Oh well.
It's not that hard. Any good seaman can do it.
You know, I try to teach the students this so I can have artillery magic, and oh no,
You just need to get more
Meanwhile-
pirates.
this is true. I mean, you are a graduate, right?
Exactly.
That's the secret. Meanwhile, well, I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of these because I still haven't figured it out. Oh, wait. Bubble idea. Got it. Just figured it out. What? Seg. Are you guys ready to meet your maker?
Nope.
Okay, let's do this.
The two of you guys are standing inside this void with T.emposs, this beautiful mirage of an individual that just makes sense to you but is disfigured. He speaks to Seg first, not necessarily acknowledging Web right away. "You think that because there was a book about you, that you are the one who pertained to the information in it?"
I'm so sorry you cut out. I didn't hear that part.
He slaps you in the head. "Ah!" He looks at Webb. "Perhaps you'll listen to me." No. He said that just because he mocks your comment about it had my name on it. I thought it was about me. He's like, just because your name is on it, you think you're the one who wrote it.
Well, no, I figured you
I
wrote
think
it.
it's for us, right?
Yeah, you didn't write it about yourself. You wrote it about me. Clearly,
Didn't
that's
have
my
fucking
name.
Steve Shia or fucking is his
And
name
then-
on it.
And then when I fucking opened it, it pulled me here against my will, and you have the nerve to be mad at me for opening the book with my name on it?
Yeah, we don't want
Come
to
on.
be here with you.
Neither do I. I wanted to face the Oracle as he watched.
Then
each
maybe
of
you
his
should put his
choices
name on the
fail.
book.
He should be the only one to have understood these books upon finding them. He
We're going
is
to
the one
search
that's
his. Then you should
supposed
have
to
put his
see
name on the book.
the failure. It says it in the front page. You have to open it first. It actually
We
has in
did.
the bottom
What
left
happened?
for is. This was written for is. The foreword.
Well,
Yeah.
seeing as how Strixhaven's top graduates have completely fucked off in this time of crisis, and none of them seem to be coming back to help us, our education has been very combat-oriented. So pardon me if I can't read the fine print every time.
How do you read the second page if the first page pulls you in?
That is a problem that I did not deal with for anyone but is. It would not have sucked in the Oracle had he found them. Instead, it would have informed him, as it should have. But because you two opened the book that ironically matches yourself, it thought that you were missing information and added you to its literature.
So am I going to be stuck in this book forever?
I should not see why I'd care.
Okay, ouch.
Ow. Also, is there anything to gain here, or should we start looking for a way out?
There's many to gain if you can help me get out.
Oh, hell yeah. Prison break. You down for a prison break, buddy?
Love Prison Break.
We will do as we see fit. Let us break out.
All right, so what's the guard rotation like? When do they change shifts? How close are you with any of them in particular? Are you gay? Can you pretend to be gay?
He looks at you. How about you just hold on to this? And he produces like a pedestal. And it has like this little aura. Kind of like
Waiting for the dude to be like, for the right price.
it's kind of like a very soft globioid.
Oh, well, all right. Is it full of explosives? Explosives would be really helpful in a prison break.
You should just follow me.
All right. We'll do it your way.
As it does. You guys appear somewhere in which you do not recognize. There's fresh water running. There's a lake surrounding you. Let me fix your vision. For some reason, you're blind sight. Oops. Good. As you guys look around, you see that of this. I put him as just the exterior annihilation because he's like a mirage. You guys don't know what he really looks like. But you see a figure, like a silhouette, standing before you. He goes, This is not what I intended.
This is a pretty nice prison, man.
For real. How they say that we could just stay here, guys.
Where are your allies?
At that base of yours, getting attacked by hippo men.
I do not have another facility nearby. But if they are still in harm's way, going back would be ill then. The Gift are not interested in dealing with my theories.
Well, I don't know.
But
The Oracle told me to turn off my thunderstorm, so they must not be in too deep of water.
very well, we will head back. Follow me this way. And he heads back toward this way. A little hole in the wall. He goes that way. We go back to you guys. So. It's the... Whoops, the letter. There we go. Back to you guys. Alright. Boom. As you guys come back from this way, you guys arrive from above. I'm gonna delete your tokens down here. You guys see the facility from a distance. You see Gift patrolling it, at least 3. This one got picked up. Give me perception checks, Wep and Psych. Wep, you're distracted. Seg, you notice that they are having a conversation. However, are you still hiding or are you there with Shio, technically?
I am hiding in the grass.
Shio is alone.
Gio is alone.
His must be hiding somewhere.
This is accurate. I mean, I'm green in the green jungle. Size of a cat.
Never more deadly has Iz been.
It's a little step of me.
You see one of them
Stepping on a
patrol
snake.
across and head over past you. The one that you knocked out got picked up by who you'd assume would be the warlord.
based off of their stature. It's Shio from inside the dome. You continue this negotiative conversation.
So
I'll let
you
start. Go ahead, sorry.
you claim to be part of Time Knights?
A subsidiary of such.
I've never heard of Time Knights before.
And that tells me you might be lying.
He
I
starts
don't really
walking
lie
through the
very
room.
If you aren't lying, then the creation of this facility would be known to you. Who is the founder?
Either the Oracle or that T.emposs guy.
I do not know much of this oracle other than their utter failure. But T.emposs is a name in which we respect.
He says it in like a seething way, kind of like it's a force of respect.
Yeah, we all get that same vibe from him. You know?
You've met him?
He looks at you with just this big awe expression.
No, but I've talked to him through communication. I think Iz called it an im.
Where?
Oh, on the personal device of the Oracle.
He's looking around.
Where is it?
It'll reveal yourself if he wants to talk to you. You know, he's like that.
An orbital communicator is what you refer to.
I don't know what that is.
Orbit. Resend message. Show previous activity.
As he looks in the center console, you see almost everything that was shared between you, Iz, and T.emposs show up like a feed before you.
Oh. Does this have to do with planets? I just learned what those are.
He looks at you, dismisses it as he reads and continues sifting through the information present.
What? Hello, are you from Time-wise?
I guess technically it would be the fall of Strixhaven?
What year?
I believe it was... Can I do a history check?
Sure.
Personally, I think I remember seeing the calendar say 667, but I don't know if that's accurate. It's history. Oof.
In the thousands. He's referring to the parallel. For you guys, it's the parallel number. For them, it's a little different because they have eras, but your guys' is the parallel 1004, that kind of thing.
Oh, that's what
you're-
he...
Yeah, you're kind of catching on to his speech, but there's obviously a change in, actual tone and context of what the words mean to the two of you.
Oh, the parallel? I think we were on 104.
Then how would you know or have communications with this man?
He graduated from our school. I think like 10 years before us? No. 100.
I am a proud gift. I am 56 years of existence, and I have traveled the battlefields and only heard stories of a man who created our future before us. And here I witness, as a Lorcan of the Gift United, that this man is still alive. Time Knights.
He says it again with just distaste.
Time Knights with distaste?
Yeah.
Okay. I think he's alive. He's pretty resourceful.
So we will think. Who are you with? You could not possibly survive out here alone.
I'm with the Oracle.
He looks around.
Oh, they're hiding. They don't know if they trust you yet.
Kind of doesn't get. He gives defensive gestures, but not like weapon defensive. Just like insulted.
Hey, we don't know where we are. You guys attacked us like right away. There's not a lot of trust here yet.
Uh-huh. So you were not here the entirety of our arrival. You barely arrived from yet a place in which you have not clarified in distinction. You lied.
I suppose that logic leads to that, but I've tried to be truthful entirely.
Did I mention I'm a god?
Hey, they beat the Phyrexians, the God Slayers, so I ain't gonna bring that up.
You think I
My
gotta
people
tell you the
already
truth?
lost.
I gotta tell you anything. I'm a fucking god, bitch.
Meanwhile, on the outskirts, watching in, before Sag and Wep move further,
Tempos goes, wait. Those gifts have not seen me. Ever. They look like generations after generations of existence. They think of me as some kind of, depending on where you are in their community, a burdened gift.
Hey man, you get us out of this book, and I'm Team Tempo.
Wait, are we still in the book, or did we did we walk out?
he looks to Sag and he looks to you, and he's just like looking at the ground, looking at the building in front of you guys.
Whoa.
He just shakes his head. You guys just see a shadowy figure in disappointment.
Wait, so are we supposed to hide you from them?
I did not know that they'd be here. The
What?
gift must think of me dead. I'm an idol.
Oh, I'll just cast invisibility on you.
That will suffice.
Okay.
Wait, where's my wheelchair?
Do you guys then walk forward now that he's invisible?
Sure, yeah.
You still don't see Iz, by the way.
Oh, he'll make himself known when he feels like it.
Wep, what do you do?
Yeah, we're not worried. If we really want to find him, we'll just psychic lance this little lizard.
You got it. So the two pirates, do you ask any questions of Tempos before you head over, or?
Actually,
He might not be the
yeah.
good guy, but he got us out of the book, man.
So, I thought we had to help you escape from something.
Escape.
Or,
Oh.
break out, I think was the term you used.
Of the visibility in which they have of me now. We must eradicate my existence to their knowledge. It will destroy. Let's not discuss it.
Okay.
Basically, he's
Sag
trying
will-
not to be seen, and you're doing a great job
Hey,
succeeding.
I think he
so
just
far.
asked us to kill him.
Eradicate! No, he said to kill them!
He said
Eradicate
erase his
their
existence.
Russian stealth, remember? But Sag will just approach this little thing over here and say, "Hey, Shio, we're back."
You see one of the gifts on the outside doing a patrol just go,
Uh-oh.
Hold up. Travis, we have visitors. A bird and a crab.
We were here first.
Is he armed?
he's armed, but he's not pointing at him. He's like pointing the gun down.
Okay. Hey, Shio, tell your new friends we're friendly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
those
part of our group.
Fucking hippos.
usually aren't that friendly.
So why are they your friends?
We're very good at the couple things we do.
I mean,
Talk
more
to
like coworkers,
and-
but
To answer
As
your
they-
question, everyone else died, and they're what's left.
The guys
We're
that-
good at not dying.
And they arrived with you.
Yeah, but then something happened with books, and they disappeared. I don't know. They probably got trapped somewhere.
Books.
Yeah, we met this crazy time wizard who's been dead for a long time, I guess. I don't know.
He then
He
jots
wasn't
a
very.
look. Travis
Sick,
stares
do
at
you
Geo.
listen at all?
He goes, "What do you know of this? Your friends have contact with him also."
Oh no. He tried to trap us in the book. We only barely managed to escape. Anyway, we should all probably get out of here before he comes back and is angry at us.
Travis is more intrigued than ever as he's like,
No. We must wait. Let
I
us
don't know,
see
man.
this
He was
out.
pretty upset.
You guys talk to that guy?
Yeah, he said some
Like-
things that we can't say in mixed company.
More like he talked at us.
He was very, very rude.
Do you understand why Iz loves, hates him so much?
Where is the little guy anyway?
Oh, he's hiding.
Oh.
He
Never
looks again
find
in
him
my
then.
little
distrust.
buddy.
It was like an I Spy moment. Everyone's looking. The gifts are kind of looking around for him, just subtly, just so they know, you know.
Oh, don't worry. He's an apex predator. If he wanted you to be dead, he would be dead.
You see him kind of lean into the other guy, and he kind of gives him a nod of "Be on guard."
Slowly picking off hippos like fucking Rambo.
Yeah, right.
Is just dropping down onto their face and gouging their eyes out.
Good morning, Vietnam.
I'm like the fucking commando.
Travis
Anyway, what's going on
continues.
here?
We are trying to acquire necessary items that are here.
As he starts realizing, you see him just staring at very specific things like a desk, a generator. You guys don't know the full terms of what these things could do for them, but you do notice that he's making it very clear on the things he's interested in within the facility.
Well, I don't know if he'd be all that happy with you guys dismantling his base.
This is a ruin well kept. If T.emposs once studied here millenniums, then what we find and bring back will be considered historic.
Huh.
Wait, you guys like worship this guy? Why?
He made their future.
We do not worship, but we must respect.
Well,
Back in
clearly
our-
not enough to leave his temples alone.
Well, if they respected him, they would leave it alone. They don't. I mean, if they like worshipped him, they would leave it alone.
He
But
told
they
us to
don't
tell
worship
you
him.
guys that he's dead.
He just dismisses Web. He's like, "You're so full of shit."
He goes, back when our forefathers faced extinction against the Four, they seeked help. They went to the Valexian Council, and the Council seeked into the future of our kind's fate. Before it could be finished in the revealing, one man interrupted the Council. T.emposs. He said before Our fate was thrown to destroy and never see life again. That he would offer an alternative. He will see it himself on our behalf, and work tirelessly to prevent it from occurring. Our then leaders agreed. As foolish as they were, gifts then were just random space pirates who just didn't know how to stop reading. Too many of us to lead, too many of us to have structure. It made sense one convincing individual would be the one to take over.
Oh, so like hyper-feudalism. Sorry, he is a Strix graduate, and he did go to Lordle. He knows about hyper-feudalism.
We were not so privy to such terms. This guy is like 10th generation. To him, this is ancient shit. To you guys, it was yesterday. So it's very... He's kind of like trying to bounce. He understands that you guys are not where you belong. And he understands space to a degree because he travels it. But he doesn't know it to this extensiveness. At least in existence. It's more like he read it in a textbook and it's really happening, so it's just super crazy right now.
He likes reading so much, hey Seg. I think we have a couple of books that might be interesting to him.
Shio, do you bounce off of any of that?
No, this is going pretty well. Well, we can't exactly let you take our whole base, but
We are seeking a helm.
could you elaborate on what a helm is?
A cap in which will allow one to tune.
He looks at you like you should know, but he doesn't know that you don't.
Seg, he's talking about ship stuff. You know what that is, right? A helm?
So give me a history check. At advantage because you graduated.
Does Seg really have to make a history check to know what a helm is?
Unless you remember what the helm is.
Yeah.
I mean, is that
Go for
double advantage since he can foresee the future?
If he doesn't want to roll it. But yeah, you can just tell him what a helm is. Go for it.
Oh god, now my person is blanking. But Seg definitely knows what a helm is.
That's
But let's find that
explosive.
history check.
Well, now he wants a history check. At
Hold on.
advantage, sir.
That was advantage.
Dude, have you never seen Pirates of the Caribbean? Like, come on. It's where the fucking steering wheel is, dude.
That was advantage. I love it. Yeah. You foolishly state.
Man, the helm, like, come on.
Wait,
I mean,
didn't
it's
I
where
give
the
you an
wheel
entire
is.
lifetime as a pirate before I brought you back, and you still don't know?
Oh, come on, he's got to know.
I
what
do the
it
shooting, not the
means.
steering.
It can't be that hard to remember.
Yeah, you say that, and he looks at you, just flabbergasted.
Part where the wheel goes, usually near the back of the ship, where you command from.
But not that kind of
You hear
helm.
a whale coming from the jungle as if some
What are you looking for?
teacher
A
was
helmet?
heartbroken.
There's just a crying whale from the jungle. Travis is just like,
We've been away from sea for too long.
Not the ocean, you fool. Space. A space helm.
Well, pardon me. I'm from ancient history, I guess. You don't have, like, it's the part where
You
you
don't have
control
steering
the
wheels in
ship
space,
from. I mean,
idiot.
yeah, you can't have changed that much. You don't have fucking steering wheels.
No, we use a single mind to control everything.
No, that actually makes sense. Is it that piano thing? I thought that piano thing looked weird.
Like our friend
The piano.
Ophelia's
He
family
nods
ship?
to it.
We saw
They-
it first.
Dash over to the piano. He has him inspected.
We will see if this is what we are seeking truly. Who is this Oshalia? It sounds tentacly.
Yeah, her whole family's got tentacles. They crashed their ship into our
Oh
school.
yeah, she's from space, isn't she?
Yeah, they were talking about space before. Now I know
Forgot
that's where
about
the
her.
planets are.
Umbron Oshilio. Yes, the Oshilio family. Very powerful in their sectors.
Yeah, not great drivers.
Well, I think they were attacked, but at least they didn't hit any important buildings. Iz might have been upset about that.
You've met one of the most ancient families in space trade across the battlefields, and yet you cannot tell us what a helm is.
I mean, it's not like we went to
Who
space.
are you truly?
Seg Deadeye Sykes, captain of the Storm Chaser.
Don't tell anyone we're from the future.
No, no, Wet. We're from the past.
Yeah,
I mean, to be fair
back
to
in the
Webb, I
past.
can't tell anymore.
He begins to pace. You all refuse to tell truths and certainties that align with our inquisitors. I have been told
Listen,
that
I
there
don't know what to
are.
tell you. I can tell you who I am, or you can read your books and you can tell me who I am. Either way, do you want the weird piano thing or not?
We will be taking that, certainly.
Hey, Webb, can you come talk with me in this other room over here for a second? And then I'll stare really intently at the space where the time wizard is, indicating he should follow.
Yep, say less.
Right away! Wah, 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 from in the distance.
Is there any kind of soundproofing on these rooms?
You have no fucking clue. You don't live here. You hope so.
We see
I
an
do
eavesdropper, we
certainly
shoot him in the
hope so.
face. Yo, the dude told us we have to kill these people, and now they want to take our piano.
Yeah, that's why we're here. So I'm gonna
You hear
whisper to him. I'll make a
okay.
stealth check if you'd like about that. And
Sure.
I'm gonna ask him if it's okay to let them take the piano or if we should dispose of them.
What? Go ahead and also give me a stealth check too. Nice, man. Seg is on fire today, guys. Who is this guy?
That's because he can see the future.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, it's all
All I
is.
remember was Tempo for sure said that we have to get rid of them.
You guys hear a seething. Oh, him taking that piano is the helm. They aren't wrong, and your friends were stupidly right.
That's yeah. They usually are right, but for the entirely wrong
You
reason.
see
It's so
Shio just
frustrating.
shut his lips, and for some reason, you guys feel like Tempos had to do with that. Shio, your mouth just. Did
Okay,
you go
wait,
with them,
what?
Shio?
No, Shio did not come with us. He's
Yeah.
still in the main room talking to the
No,
gift.
I'm talking to them.
Oh, you're talking to the. You're
Tempo
talking to the
silences
gift.
them. Stop giving them the piano.
Wait,
So
also you cut out. I didn't hear what he said about taking the piano.
he's basically saying that you guys were fucking right, and can't believe that you guys all guessed that was the helm. So he's like, no, don't take it. He goes, are you guys fucking stupid? Like, that's the one thing I need. Like, out of everything in
but-
this building, that's the one thing he couldn't get rid of.
Helm or not, I just like the piano.
Okay.
Is know
we
how
won't
you
let them
control
take the
magical
piano.
ships.
Hey, Shio. Can we chat for a second, buddy?
Okay. Y'all are weird.
I would like to talk to you for a minute.
What up?
Okay, separate stealth check, or can I write off the same
No.
one?
We're not the same, but Shio, make a stealth check. Whip. I mean, sorry, not Whip. Is. You see a tag in, tag out, and now Whip is alone with the gifts. Oh, no. And Shio is not talking
Lucky
quietly.
point.
Okay, wait, go ahead.
So, I won't go out this way. Not death by gift.
Guys, get it, Chio. Yeah.
There we go. He's like, not happening. God kicks in. Boop, boop. God power. You're very quiet. Give me an insight check if you think anything's gonna go wrong.
Oh,
And then
I
I'll just-
know something's gonna happen. Remember, I can see the future.
I know.
I'm gonna look around for Iz to see if there's anyone that can stop.
I'm gonna, update
I just don't
Shio
know
on what.
how it's gonna go wrong. Horribly wrong.
Before we get to the end of the update, so assumedly during this time, Shio and Shio and Seg are having a quick conversation. We will say for now, Seg, just for simplicity's sakes, you don't mention Tempos as present.
Yeah, good plan. Just tell him that we can't let them take the piano.
They can't have the fucking piano.
He has to believe me.
Well, you are watching the Gift Travis and the other armored guard going about. They're doing quick work. They seem to understand this piano much better than you did, and you're kind of getting antsy. Do you take any action while waiting for your allies?
Sabotage. I just want to be in the way all the time.
Got it. You walk up and you just start like, ooh, what's this?
Play random
Tiny, you want to
keys.
see me play this? I played it before, really good.
You're like Dexter's sister. What's this button?
DD!
Today,
Give me a performance check to see how well you pester. Let's see if they give two fucks. They shove you out of the way.
move, please. This will crush you.
As the big guy starts like grabbing it.
We're gonna
Travis,
look around for Iz
ready.
before we make our one last move on it.
Okay, give me a perception check. Do you try to make yourself visible to Wep? It's seeing Wep desperately doing a head swivel.
Because I'm about to wrestle it.
No.
You got it. You see Wep.
I know what's about to happen.
You don't see it.
I don't even need to look into the future to know what's about to happen. It's
What do you do?
Web's
Wep?
gonna die.
I'm gonna scream sucker punch while I punch him.
how tall is this dude? Like 8 feet tall?
Yeah. He's
He
a
has
big
to
guy.
like Kevin
4
Hart
feet
it.
thick.
And he's armored.
yeah, and he's
I do
armored.
literally no damage if I do it.
Web is like, pink.
Did we ever decide if Wet did get that strength boosting item?
I don't think you guys gave it to him. To my understanding, Web would have made that very clear if he ever took it.
So it's
Did
just
you?
sitting
I
at
don't
home in the team chest.
I don't think he has any. He doesn't have it on him.
Shit, I should have taken it. It gives a +8. Mine's only +6. Anyway, I guess next time we're home, if ever.
Yeah, if ever.
Which item was that?
Punching isn't like my kill move anyway. It's my harass move.
True.
It's my harassment.
So, Web, as you punch him, it's like a ding.
Punch!
He's like,
You want to play? I'll humor.
he reaches down for a grapple. And he is let's
A
just
reluctant yes.
see.
You want to play? Yes.
He just like he doesn't even try. He just picks you up and just tosses you out the room. He wipes his hands.
I fought boxes that were stronger than that.
As you say that, your ass feels a 6 point of damage bruise.
3 resistant.
3. There you go. Nice. He's like,
Just don't get crushed.
he starts dragging the piano up. Meanwhile, Shio. Seg, how do you end the conversation, Seg? What are your last words to Shio?
Come on, guys.
So,
Hurry up. Come here.
really, really imperative that we don't let them take that, or the whole place falls apart. From my conversation with Time Wizard guy.
You could have let me know earlier before we just offered it up first.
Well, you were already fucking talking to him. What was I supposed to do? Tell him to his face he can't have it?
So what? Do we gotta kill them now?
When they come back into the room, I want them to like see me yelling in his face. You can't have the piano.
It's already been decided.
What am I supposed to do? Tell him he can't have his piano to his face? You can't have the fucking piano.
I guess maybe I mean,
I love it.
we could see if we could get them to leave, but I'll be ready for violence.
Alright, let's go stop them from getting it then.
You see them already hauling it out of the structure.
And me getting my ass kicked by a fucking.
Hey, so there's been a change of plan, guys. Looks like we can't let you leave with the helm today.
What is the meaning of this?
Well,
Well, when you started taking it out, I started thinking about when I had to talk to that evil time wizard guy you guys like so much. And he made it pretty clear that we were supposed to leave this place how it was found, or, we wouldn't ever be able to get home. So, kind of a
And
matter
some
of
punk
life
ass
or death.
hippos are
It'd
gonna
be
get an
kind of
ass
great if
kicking.
you didn't take it.
We can take you home.
Can he do a persuasion?
We will take care of families found.
What? You're just gonna tell our next of kin that we've been trapped here forever? That's your solution to this?
Give me a
Joke's on
insight
you. I have
check.
no next of kin.
Bro rolled a 22, so you tell me if that sounds very convincing to you, Zach.
Wait. It rolled without advantage. Hold on.
We need
Hold on,
advantage.
nothing.
Wait, was that an insight or a persuasion check?
It's supposed to be an insight because I'm persuading you.
Okay. He's persuading me to just leave me here
asked
to
for a
die. What?
persuasion. You said, "Can I get a persuasion?" So I gave you one.
No. Seg wanted to roll a persuasion.
Well, the gift decided to try to persuade you first.
No, I'm taking it.
What you see an intense kind of back and forth. Shio, you too. Both of you guys are like, damn, they're both like really giving it their all to really keep the piano on. Whoever's hands wants it. Shio, how do you assist in this general discussion?
Come on, get dirty.
Come now, you really don't want the time-traveling wizard that you begrudgingly respect to come after you for that, right? Wouldn't that cause so much more devastation and destruction than if you just found the piece elsewhere?
This is a historically accurate, one of a kind. I have already ran scans. It is certain.
You heard of Shio. He said, fuck yourself. What next?
So basically, they're not afraid. They really don't believe Tempos is existent. They believe what you guys are probably referring to is, dementia. People always, true believers always speak of meeting him and, hindsight of death, that kind of random stuff. They're fact people, and the facts are that for them, Tempos is long gone. This is many families beyond their
Tempo said
survival.
he wants it to stay that way. He says he doesn't want them to know that he's not gone.
Tempos doesn't want them to know that he's still here.
Yeah.
He also told you guys not to let him take his,
Yeah,
helm.
Seg is just gonna shoot Shio the look.
What? Give me an insight check. As you start to try to consult with yourself, why is the focus on this? Holy crap! What? It all comes to you. This place is a fucking ship, and without that helm, it won't go.
All right, that makes some sense because it did power the fucking place when we played it.
So now you see that the gifts already have it out here.
The violent twitches are starting.
I'm sorry, we cannot allow you to take it.
Then what do you
Lay down the law, Shio.
do? Our vessel needs the same helm in which this one here has.
Oh, you're crash landing on
Our
this place?
vessel. That's not how it works.
Our vessel is the first of all gift vessels gifted by Tempos.
You are commandeering our helm. That is not okay.
Device to get us off of our doom. And then it went missing a month ago.
I'm not taking this from a fucking hippo, bro.
He does like a snort. It's a pretty intimidating snort, but I'll roll a intimidation check just to see if it is. No, it's not intimidating to you guys. But he's getting infuriated.
We fought
So
much
I'm gonna
bigger,
shoot
scarier
Seg
things.
and Shio the look.
Yeah,
This is
Seg
not
is
going
also
down
shooting
peacefully.
Shio the look, and he's pulled his gun out.
He sees that, Travis. He goes,
We will leave.
he puts his hand up to the side, and the guard drops the piano.
We will not reinstall.
That's fine.
You will be visited by us again. And without reasons, you will face our determination of disapproval.
Well, you'll have to
You
find us
must
in
be
time first,
alone.
but good luck with that.
He chooses the peaceful route of aggression. The warlord goes,
I promise her. You bloody failed. If it's war they want, we'll just go back and come back later.
they begin to head off. You
Seg
do
will
hear
go pick up the helm.
Let's get
It's
this
fucking
thing
heavy.
off the ground, and it'll be hilarious when they come
Well-
back and we're gone.
He has the strength of a frost or some kind of giant. So
it's modern
Strength check?
technology.
I
Yeah,
have
sure.
no strength, but I can pretend to help you.
That was weird. I expected you guys, shoot them.
It was gonna go down that way.
I mean, I looked at all the possible futures, and this one's like a 1%.
For real. I really expected them to start touching too.
Yeah. I mean, wow. This deserves like a trophy or something.
Wow, we
Wow.
managed to not get into combat.
I mean,
This
you even
time, they
sucker
said they'll
punched
be
that
back.
guy.
Seg
And-
manages by himself to bring it back. As he does, you all see a mirage appear. A silhouette of a man. Then you hear, "Thank you. This never should have gotten so close."
You.
You. There's like this
Oh,
long
yeah.
stare.
A time traveler not have everything lined up already.
Who the fuck are you?
Ah. I mean, what
Hello.
happened to everything being in place already? I mean, that was your whole shtick. What happened, man? Like you losing your touch? Are you
You-
becoming soft?
You ripped up the parallel again. And when I finally found the solution, I removed the Phyrexians, and yet somehow they return. And when I go to the bottom of it, who do I find as their pawn?
Lorraine?
He
Yeah, you
looks
got to
at
be more
you.
specific here.
He kind of like just.
He means you.
Hey, which one?
Obviously not you, but the others. None of you
Happy?
were prepared for the Phyrexians. I
Hey,
wasn't
come on,
either.
man.
So I went out and found the strongest beings possible that were fighting a war they could not win, and told them if they beat mine, they wouldn't lose theirs.
The
And I
Phyrexians
lied
cheat.
to win, and yet they return. What did you do in the parallel?
I
How
traveled
did the
all the way
Phyrexians
back
return?
to when the Phyrexians were but a puddle in the ground and crushed it. They shouldn't even exist, yet somehow they keep coming back. They're like a roach of time.
Time doesn't like
There-
being messed with is.
Is a possibility. I ruled it out, but if I had ruled it out, I would not have kept the sphere.
He walks over and grabs a memorandum that pretty much holds the entire history of an entire parallel. Only one can be held at a single time within one of these, and they are so difficult to manufacture that it is very rare to see more than one next to each other, for how often they are usually given to someone to control that entire instance time. It's like their own personal sandbox to tweak and maneuver and use over and over, with ultimately none of it peeling into the rest of the parallels. It's a true isolation.
Oh no, our failures are in this one is.
Wrong.
As he walks forward with it in his hand, it's crystal clear and has nothing but just little jumbles and jumbles of notes of ancient arcana that absolutely understands to be dragonography. It pretty much is how you encoded, and now you realize a lot more. A lot is making sense now to you. Is that dragonography is what you use to pretty much code and encrypt almost everything for Strixhaven, which is why so many failed to be able to understand it when you thought you left very clear instructions, also in dragonography.
Oh, yeah, maybe next time I don't need to encrypt everything.
Paranoid little lizard.
With
Yeah, I forget
reason.
people can't do 100 billion calculations in their head. I need to work on that. First year upgrades in processing? Neural
Oh.
implants?
He admits he might get a mistake and he has to work on something. How typical. of
Yeah,
you.
it's a new me. Old me would never admit that. I'd go back in time and change something so I wouldn't be wrong.
Yeah, I saw what
Precisely
older is looks like, and I'm
how
trying to make is to
we
be
got
accountable.
here.
It's not working. I just don't. I'm not as big of a dick.
This
That's amazing
parallel
progress.
holds a story that I cannot fathometh true. No matter how many times I influence it, it always ends the same. An orbiter betrays the Time Knights and takes one of the 7 artifacts needed out of place to the Phyrexians. An ancient
who?
Phyrexian, an orbiter, an unknown time agent, who wiped his entire existence before betraying us.
Uh.
He took the one thing called the seed and gave it to an old elder Phyrexian that still somehow managed to function at the bottom of a deep dwelling, last known as the Last Imprisonment. And with that seed, was able to birth anew. I pulled that parallel and placed it here in isolation to prevent it from ever seeping out. Yet, it would seem as if they knew, and they had been silent for as long as they could to go away without my detection. What did you do, Oracle? Who did you anger? Why would someone betray my own organization when all of the teachings were from you yourself?
I don't even know. I mean, I don't even know which timeline it could have been on. Any one?
We do not know for that exact reason. Whoever it was had to have been a you, myself, one of our potential kins, or a dragon god. Nobody else in any parallel ever had access to the knowledge or time that we do.
An evil me?
I've humored that many times. But I've been through every single one of you. Most are dead. Others completely, I'll use the word defragmented.
Yeah, we could always go ask the ghost.
It's a long shot, but did you ever get a piece of that time guy who betrayed you?
Peace?
Like, if you have anything of them, like hair or something, I could try to learn everything there is to know about them.
Our
Oh,
existence
magical
within
imprint?
this parallel.
I have a crown that's older than most things that should be able to overcome that, but
You would have to place this crown upon the person.
no, I have to touch something. I have to touch them. So, like, piece of hair, piece of flesh.
I could place you in a parallel point within this isolation, in which, in case you do something wrong, it will not ripple into our world. In the attempts that you can identify them and make contact to discover such information. But all I could do is place you where an occurrence happens. I could not possibly tell you who, as we honestly do not know.
So basically, he's saying it could be an Assassin's Creed scene where you're plopped in, but you have no fucking clue who the actual target is.
He
Would our
just
whole
goes
group be
around.
able to go?
Say that again?
Would our whole group be able to go?
Well, I definitely wouldn't send you in there alone. In this isolation, there are darker things than the kinders.
Oh, this is true. I'm just imagining Shio running around slapping everybody.
I don't have that many charges, is.
Oh. Well, that's inconvenient.
Yeah, it'll get stronger the more people I help. And I've helped a bunch lately, so I'm well on the way. But actually, it doesn't say that I have to touch them. It just says I gain perfect knowledge of one creature or object within range. But I don't think it gives a range.
Okay. Well, it says touch, right?
It does not.
What does it say? Contact?
It says you insight 1 charge. You gain perfect knowledge of one creature or object within range. This knowledge extends to any spell effects affecting the target.
Check for.
I also made the crown in my inventory too, if you want to
See.
look at that too. Here, I'll pop it in the chat.
Oh no, I see that. I see that. I was looking at something. Real quick.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, you're good. I appreciate you though. Okay. I would say as long as it's within your vision and you have enough view on them to, detail them with your sight.
Okay. So like not obstructed.
Correct. You would all be taking a risk. If anything happened to any of you there, I could not bring you out and worry of what it would do to the rest. He's going to make it very clear, and Iz can back this. Isolating a parallel means... I just forgot the word. Oh my god.
Deleting?
Hold on, I'm trying to think. If I were to load it up and click on this option, it would then say this. If I click on this option, it is called this. I can... Hardcore. It's basically hardcore mode. 1 life, 1 chance. There is no redos. I mean, magic can still revive, but if it doesn't meet the parameters, then it doesn't work. Like this isolating, outside of him making it a sandbox, he cannot sandbox you guys because you are not part of this isolated parallel. So anything that doesn't belong in the isolated parallel gets fucked if it's fucked.
Well, what do you guys think? It's a pretty big risk, but at least then we'd know who the rogue factor is.
Grand idea, but you'd be having to really risk your entire success. If you fail here and don't come out, then the Oracle has doomed the existence of Strixhaven. I too will cease to exist.
So no change?
Don't lie.
We can make a plan before going in. Like, you say they steal this artifact. We could hide in the artifact room and then gaze upon them that way.
During our studies and our researches amongst those in which I trusted at the time of my apex standard, I knew that though it happened, we were not going to be detecting it while standing in the room. I was there that day, and while I was in the room and the item was present, it had already been a false. Months, years, an unknown time prior, it was swapped, and I have gone through almost every second of every day through this parallel and have still not witnessed anyone switching it out.
So either they used high-tier illusion magic to hide themselves, blocked planar sight. So most of these could be countered if we were there in physicality, but then we'd have to know when.
The pirates, any ideas? It's big brain time. You guys always come up with the most plausible things. But you're also both muted, so if you're talking, then it explains a lot why no one ever hears your ideas.
Shio's talking a bunch of technical stuff right now, and Seg is really doing his best to follow. But it's starting to get away from him.
Think of it this way, Seg. It's a heist within a heist. Only the heist that we're doing is to look at the heist.
And what's the problem with the first heist surveillance cameras?
We don't know when the heist
They
happened.
never steal it.
There's enough information there for you guys to understand this on a bigger picture. You guys have been doing a crazy time campaign this entire time. How on earth could something be missing but never be moved?
Oh,
You steal it after the fact?
No, they did what the goddess did.
That's-
Remember, we can't say her name. Starts with an L. She's Kel's goddess. He did what she did with her mask. Is placing it in a time that moves through time, like in a single spot, but it moves through time, through
It's
the
not
parallels.
the only place of contact.
Yeah, so there's multiple ways to get it from there without actually being in that room.
Oh, I was thinking they just created a splinter reality and stole the copy.
Well,
But
it's
that works too.
basically what Lysandra did with her mask. She basically created it's basically, yes, the splinter theory is how it all started. Sure, for simplisticness.
So
Oh,
we
this
can
just
steal it, and then she'd have to steal it from us.
No,
So
hold up.
I guess to clarify, and just like so everyone gets a understanding, because you guys solved majority of the problem, is it was stolen from where it was, but not in that parallel.
So, a potential solution, since we have someone who can go backwards in time, is to create a ritual that desplinters the time and forces all of the moments in that time into a single spot,
You don't
one in
have
which
to
we
do
will
that
be.
though.
true.
Someone
Just gotta
has
find out which
never
one knows.
needed it. Someone can see everything.
Right. It is.
So,
right.
do we need to go back to the orrery then?
That is.
Who else can see
Blindfold?
everything?
Blindfold.
older.
Ah. Yeah, so we just need to be there, and then we can identify the parallel. Or Wep can identify the parallel.
And then,
And then I
Wes
can
knows
plane
where to
shift
go
us
with
over
his
there.
eyes closed.
No, even better is if I wear Wep's blindfold and look at the guy, I can use the ability from a different parallel to look at him.
Use your crown through the blindfold.
Yeah, like so if I'm wearing the blindfold and I can see the person in the other parallel stealing it, I can use the blindfold as line of sight
I
to
dig the
activate the
idea, and like item synergy right there, be able to see it.
Yeah, then we can erase him from history.
He already did that to himself, is.
We'll just do it for him.
Not
Save him the
good
trouble.
enough. I mean, I'd finish the job.
Let's get it done right.
I'm liking this plan so far, guys.
Yeah. It's a great plan. So which era are we looking at?
Would we even need to go inside of the isolated parallel for that then? We could go to a parallel where that area is already abandoned and then use it that way.
If you go anywhere outside of the isolated parallel and conflict with this individual, it will ripple into every parallel, whether you succeed or fail.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Then we definitely can't. We'll have to go in then. I think.
Totally fine. Just tie a rope around me and like lower me in nice and slow. I'll take him out.
That's not how that works.
We
But
just
I
need.
love the energy.
I love it though. That was a great idea.
Listen, Sega's trying his best.
I did my best.
So
Side
before we
mission,
do
I
all
will kill
that-
everyone. No, keep that energy, but no.
like the energy, but we're gonna keep everyone alive
Not yet. Not yet. Soon.
soon.
But before we go after this guy, how about we deal with the guys and they come back, so we have somewhere to come back to.
Oh, for that, I was thinking before we even enter the parallel, we just move. Like we reinstall the helm and then move the base so that we can go in there safely.
Will not work. Then.
I look over at our Time Lord wannabe. You do have everything ready, right?
Wow, you are salty.
I do not.
Oh well, yes.
I am not.
Why do you have time travel powers if everything isn't ready?
How do you
You
have time
knew this
travel
day would
powers
come.
and you're never prepared?
Oracle. In my studies, I have come under a flux. I have entrapped myself within a parallel of a parallel. Think of the reverse of a splinter. Instead, The more I attempt to escape, the more I duplicate my own mirrored reality. I am only here because somebody went through a vessel in which I created, and I'm manifesting off of their
We're not having
energy.
this conversation again, man.
Oh,
Wrong names
You know,
on the
that's
book.
almost
You want him to open the
disappointing.
book, you put
Can't
his name
believe-
on the book.
I can't believe one of the best students had that happen. Oh well, I'm sure you'll be able to pull yourself back together eventually. Right after I do.
By the way, we
Must
should
have the
probably give Iz
opportunity
these
at
books.
children.
Oh, and before I forget, while we're in there, could you take a look at my research into Fey-Res infusion into people and items?
You've got to be joking me.
Hey, I'm trying to save
Oh.
Strixhaven, create super soldiers
Aren't
for
you
us.
fucking me.
Oracle, if I may have a sidebar, I have a bigger concern that has just been brought to my attention.
Oh, I love slide bars.
Oh no, did I
Those
break
were
it?
the
The Neva
juiciest ideas.
convention?
It's come from.
Let's go to Secret Is.
You know what, Shio? You're really fucking me off right now.
I'm finally I was able to get under his skin. This character has such a way of getting under Shio's skin. He finally got under his. I just have to research him. I just have to throw my research at him, and it's so horrific. He'll be like, "Ew."
Why don't you use your crown on him?
I was actually thinking of it. If he wasn't going to take us back to the moment we left Strixhaven, I was going to use it on him and then take all of his abilities.
What?
Like, copy them, essentially. Because I'll have all his knowledge, and that's most of time travel.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah, just got to get the components for it.
Well, is it a hostile action? Can you not still do it anyway?
I don't know what would happen if I looked at him. He said he's an echo of himself right now. And I don't know what the crown would tell me about him and the spell that he's currently casting on himself. It might drive me crazy.
Turn your brain into soup. It doesn't have an actual mind.
Yeah, this is like a worst case scenario Shio casts us on him to try to get us back to when we left. But if they're
Definitely
gonna
gotta
come
give-
back and we can't move... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just gonna say we gotta give Iz the books.
Oh, yeah. And then, if we can't get the defenses back up, that'll be a problem. And we'll have to deal with waves of enemies.
Well, we don't know how long it's gonna take the hippos to come back down here.
Yeah, but they're probably going to come pretty quickly. They found the thing they're looking for,
And how will
and
time even work
plus-
when we're in a parallel dimension, you know? It might be in the future or the past. Like, it's a whole different dimension.
yeah, but we might come out now,
True.
and that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, definitely high risk, high reward.
Eventually, when Iz discovers how to get out of the room, he will arrive back.
I left the door open.
As the silhouette comes back, but Iz does not return. He might have stepped away for a second.
Straight dropped out of both. There he is.
He's like, I'm out
That
of
was
this
weird.
parallel. Fuck it. He's like, I don't
What
want to
did
be
you
part of
say
that
to
either.
him?
He's like, that info is so heinous. I have to go give
I'm
up
done.
for the next is.
I'm sorry, guys. I had to take a moment. I'm so proud. I walk over to Shia, I pat him on the knee. I didn't think you had like the inner evil inside of you, but you do.
I just want to make super soldiers is. And Shio just has like
Yeah.
that serene smile that's kind of unsettling.
You look like
Type real.
Emily.
Yeah, but you're
from
not
Hazard.
usually
Soldiers.
patient zero.
Oh
Normally
no,
it's like some other rando. No. The great idea you had, right? It's like the inevitable idea that happens in every reality. You know, the Phyrexians have to come from somewhere, and
Genocide.
you're patient zero this time.
Oh.
I
I'm
know,
the
isn't it
Phyrexian
great?
god?
No. You're not perfect enough. But you do create the machine that wants to be perfect and Starts the whole ball rolling.
Oh God. Does
Well,
it,
I mean,
Yes.
if it's not you, it'll be someone else. Don't worry. Don't think about it too much.
This is like
Oh.
going back to that time when we got that tiny hint where it was like, when Shio makes a decision, it's gonna be the wrong one. We're like, well, okay, so just don't make a decision.
Can't stop it. If it's not him, it'll be someone else. It's like one of those. What do they? I look over at Tempest or Tempest.
Butterfly effect.
It's one of those Nexus events. It's
Yes.
inevitable.
Oh, like
All the lines
paradox
come
or
together.
whatever.
so I can't infuse items and potions with Feyres either?
Oh no, you can do that.
Oh, okay. Then I'll be making some pretty powerful potions.
Yeah, your hang up on the Feyres has me concerned.
It's of
And-
super powerful energy.
And the Phyrexians.
Yeah, we gotta, like, arms race this.
If I may just tell you how it happens.
Oh,
In a
what? You
parallel
can't take this research away.
previously, you guys collected a ointment from this young god. With it, in a compound effort with Feyres, the godly substance of such, infused into it, creates a item later known as gleaming oil. It didn't take right away, until the first user was found to glisten in the sunlight. They then dubbed it glistening oil. Kings thought it made them value just themselves. The intake and abuse of such was truly changing more within than met the eye. That is your grand creation, and with it anyone can create an abomination just by applying such powerful essence of imbued magic and life into anything.
Aww.
Your flaw is that you wanted to create. You forgot you needed to control.
Should I create
Don't
self-destruct?
worry.
Another of your kin that is not present here, but still runs through the veins of an ally present, created a gerbil with the same effect,
Oh, no.
ultimately causing wreckage. Even still, they can be found across many domains, even in space.
The Joes?
No,
No,
Anivia's
the hamsters.
hamsters.
The Vampsters.
That was my
Bamster? Oh,
original
fuck.
timeline, too.
But the blood,
Hey, this
the
could
original
be-
blood exists in Seg's veins. So technically, even though you guys got rid of the aspect of Anivia, his blood, in which created the first Vampster, has never been removed from the timeline. You see where this is all going?
We can't get rid of his favorite
Kill
snack.
Seg.
That's just out of the question.
You guys keep bringing shit. It's not me. It's you guys doing
Wow.
it. It's just-
So,
It's his favorite snack. That's out of the question. We can't get rid of them.
a Feyres-infused Vampster would be just a nightmare, wouldn't it?
What is wrong with you? What is your damage? Who hurt
I have
you?
a lot of it. I've been shattered through
Who
parallels.
hurt you?
Is repeatedly.
With all of this known, I assure you, none of you are the Arbiter. Your books with your names on it exist because every parallel has been swept. You are the only ones that do not understand your efforts until now, and still have not actually destroyed the parallel. Yet something around you revolving effortlessly. He catches the book.
Fool me
Is
once, shame
watching
on me.
you close enough that they are the ones detrimental to the parallels.
You keep that thing away from me.
Tucks it away.
So we're the detrimental stuff to parallels, but we don't
he's
destroy them?
saying that though you guys are the almost cause of every original horrifying idea, you are not the ones that actually put it into play.
We're the people who create the path of good intentions and people walk down it into hell.
He believes somebody has been watching you or is very close to you all that has been taking your bright eye ideas
into brighter ideas.
Lorraine. That shifty bitch.
Darn. I'm trying to think of who else has been with us throughout all the parallels, but Lorraine...
No, that was a joke. Lorraine's made sacrifices for us. It can't be her.
Yeah, but the original Is did bind them, so what if the original Is found out that they were the rogue agent and bound them? And
Shit's getting spicy now.
if
Her
we're going to
younger
release
self,
them in the
we
final
already
battle...
met her.
No,
But
I
you
would
met
have...
both of them, though, technically.
That's
Yeah,
what
we
I'm
met the
saying.
Dean
Wouldn't
of
we have
Order.
met her as a spy then?
No. I mean, so like, I'm just saying, like, the binded, you met the Dean of Order and Lorraine, and those are the two binded. So you met them. You guys can take what you want out of it, but they have both, to be fair, been on your side. But you guys can
Yo, what
choose it
about the
as you wish.
principal?
It's a great idea. I mean, you were quick to pull a name, so that's something. But
What about the
that's the
principal? You know,
understanding so
that
far.
chick's sketchy too.
There's also Rosie, who just pops in and out of our lives, and we never see her coming.
She has been declared as a unique anomaly amongst your guys' parallels, which you guys are aware of.
I mean, we can always go look up the instructor and why he sealed her. I mean, I do have the memory module for a reason.
Yeah, let's find that out before I ever try to unseal her.
I mean, knowing me, she's probably some sort of eldritch abomination, but sure.
I mean, that's definitely a flag. That's an anomaly.
Who else has been with us throughout all the parallels is... You and I are the oldest members of the party. Who have
Hey,
we
Bay, and
never
I will
lost?
fucking murder you, Shio.
The
No, she
bird
was
guy.
actually showed up right around you.
I will
Aniv-
fucking murder you.
Who's
So Anivia and Kel have never left our parallels. Those are two more suspects. Although
who else
Kel has
shifted
already admitted to
parallels with
being...
us?
There was Fenris, but he died and he's in my heaven.
Kel's not a spy. If anything, he was a spy. Like, now he's our spy. If he goes back to them, he's fucked.
Who was the bird guy we always ran into at the bar?
Javanesh,
Can't
but
remember
we
his
haven't
name.
seen him in a long time.
Hmm.
I think Anivia killed him out of jealousy. Because remember that one time Javanesh beat Anivia?
True. No, I was thinking if he switched realities with us. I can't remember.
Oh, who's that other dean? The Dean of Shadows?
I snapped my fingers. I got it. It's my secretary.
That's
Ah?
They could betray us. I mean, look
It
at him.
goes through all of its writings, and it's like, and it like shows you, and
Oh.
you see at the end of it, it's literally writing in a spiral of its own doings because it has to keep track of its own behaviors, and it's proving to you in every parallel how it has proven really that that it could not have been them, but it has always been a theory that it could be. Always.
Who's that invisible
Man, you're
servant you
right,
have
sir.
is? The one that we haven't seen in a while?
The one for the house in Reality 1?
Yeah, the one who could stop time. We haven't
The
seen him
house
in a long
attendant?
time. Yeah. Well, he wasn't the house
I mean,
attendant.
yeah,
He was one of your servants, and we haven't seen him in a while. He might not have ever left.
Yeah. Maybe. I look over at our bandolier buddy. Or face mask. What is that damn thing you put over your eyes? Have you seen him with that?
Weps, Oh, we just
Oh,
said it.
sorry. Is he asking? Are you asking Tempos or are you asking Web?
Wept. I mean, he has that. I can't remember what the damn thing is. The rag he puts over his eyes.
The blindfold.
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 Shit blindfold.
I mean, if he was there, you should see it with that.
Only things I've seen so far whenever I put that on is like you fucking around and like
That's
an
normal.
ancient tiefling.
Yeah.
Wep, what about... Webb hasn't been with us through all the parallels, though. Who else has been with us the whole time? There's the whole Weightlifter Society. They never change. Throughout every parallel, they are rock solid in the gym hitting it.
Hey guys, hear me out. Hear me out. You know who I think it might be? Remember the guy Quinn?
Oh.
He was a real bad apple, right?
I've never met Quinn since the day I met you, and I haven't
He's a
seen
spy.
him.
Shut up, Gio.
I don't think he's real.
We have to
Imaginary
kill
friend.
him.
The one
I-
person he's always wanted.
We have to kill him.
You can commit your murder
It's
later.
for the future.
He might die in the final battle. Let him die there. Let him die crying in the mouth of a mage hunter.
Wow, that's mean.
I feel like the
Tempos.
last thing he said to me is, "You know that guy fucking is? I stole his shit."
Tempos
What?
kind of stands there and hears everything that you guys are saying and goes, You all bring interesting aspects to the table that I did not consider. Instead of an individual, would societies have interest in your failure?
So there's...
Don't say the Joes.
Wait a minute. Do you still have that mark on you?
Which one?
The one you got from the desert? Back when the Dean of Order
Uh-huh.
sent us into somewhere to be marked by a beast that's either still hunting us or has gotten so lost in the parallels it just gave up.
Probably.
Because didn't we all end up with a mark after that? Because we died?
Well, at least two of us.
I know. No, I know you have one because we talked about it, but I don't know Kel has one from a meta perspective. Right, because we talked about it. Do you remember that?
I would say that he would recall it if he could, in general senses.
So that could be the problem. Is you got a god watching you through a tattoo?
I have to remember just one. I mean, that's not unusual.
Yeah, but they can see everything you do. Unlike normal gods that
God.
only sometimes see what you do.
I don't exactly have the magical
Sorry, you're cutting
defenses
out.
in place
Yeah.
to stop a god. Oh, can you hear me?
We heard you didn't have the magic zip stop a god.
Oh, that's weird. I don't know if I'm having so many issues. Oh, I can't stop a
One
god.
more
I don't
time,
have
Rambo.
magical defenses in place.
Well, we should still try to
Nothing?
figure out how to free you from their eternal sight.
I
That's
don't know.
what
It depends
stopped-
which one's watching.
Remember, it's her,
Who?
the one who owns the mask. Wait, she's already watching because
Yeah.
you have the tattoo. It's Lindra.
I look at you with this look like, yeah.
She's the one in charge of
And-
Yorkry?
So.
Oh, right.
So
I
all
got
of
nothing.
our ideas have been leaked to her. That's for
You
sure.
believe that a god, Lindra, who seeks an artifact of her own face back to her, has been peering in on you all to take over the campus in which her mask does not reside. I once wondered what the Orcree's true purpose was. They went through many leaders, many believers, and in the end, the Phyrexians controlled them. But during that time, 4 people ruled them. And those 4 people specifically led the package for the other, of in which was those 4 originally to find, as if they knew who would be the leader in years' time beyond them.
Why do you think that was?
Because they had the foresight of a god and someone who might be able to spy on the Oracle.
But why would a god be interested in all of the parallels when they themselves can do anything?
Well, they want the heart. They want Iz's heart.
He looks at everyone, and then to you is, you showed them your heart?
I
Did
don't ever want to see it again.
Yeah. I forget why we did it.
It still yearns for hunger.
It wanted to eat me.
It would have been
Oh,
satisfied.
it did.
A god's blood would have been
Could have
more than
given you
enough.
so much power.
This is true. At
Yeah.
a cost.
But I don't like the idea of after like 10 years being hollowed out husk, Shio.
This fiend.
Well, I'm glad you didn't volunteer.
He looks to the tiefling Wep.
You stand there, silent as if you are not responsible for any of these nonsenses other than witnessing them. Have you considered what role you've played in the parallels?
We're gonna look behind us.
You
Me?
see nothing. Imprecise. Wep, hyena. You. What do you think you've done to contribute to the doom of your fellow associates?
Nothing. I'm a pretty swell guy. Have you met me before?
Many times.
You wrote a whole book
actually.
on me. You should know.
You are the only one who has not burdened the group. Yet ironically, you are the only one who has kept two vital individuals alive. Though if I were to inform you of who they be, then you would not succeed when the time comes yet again.
That sounds right.
Do you all understand that of all of you, the roots of the errors are there, and so is the solution. The Oracle did not choose you by chance. If he did not wipe his own memories, he would have solved this aeons ago.
It wasn't by choice.
I agree. You would have also killed me.
I couldn't kill you. I have
I
yet to
knew
rub
his
your
life
face in the
does.
fact that I am better.
Not if you remember everything.
Did you steal my lunch?
Did you
Fucking
capture
admit it.
your heart?
Oh, the heart thing? I guess I got over that?
That's good to know. You seemed pretty
You stole
intent
my lunch and
on
I banished you here?
not
What?
being okay with it originally. I'm glad you see the reason behind it. Or at least I hope you do.
Or maybe it's just because I don't remember? I don't know. I've given up being mad. I'm just going with the flow. This is new is. Not magical overlord is.
This is new. Is
With your new is, where do you wish to tackle this issue? Your world will continue to fail against the Phyrexians until you find who stole this artifact, the Arbiter. And once you find that Arbiter, I hope you inform me who it is so I too can repair where I have made mistakes in other worlds. This
What if it's
vessel,
us?
if it is you as a coalition,
Yeah. Or what if it's you? What if it's evil versions of us?
I passed on my generation to my son. And he too, like time as all things, stopped working. If it was I I would have seen myself destroy my own creation of what I thought would be the best of me, only to fail. If it was you, you wouldn't have split into 9 other kobolds on this plane and called yourself by other names. We both landed here together. You just forgot.
I forgot a lot of stuff, apparently. But I'll take your word for it.
There are powerful kobolds on this land. The leader of them all, known as Cloudy. He and another have twins. They were split by the fraction of time. They have met many adventures, recruiting them and bringing them into the parallel in which you guys have existed. A particular one that you fell attached to as Cloudy is known as Marsh, a sharpshooter, very capable with a crossbow. This man almost killed one of you guys when you fought a group of random people brought into the plane of your guys' existence back in Strixhaven.
I do remember that. He almost one-shot one of us.
On top of that, you hired many other agents, but this version of you is only a fraction of your mind. Cloudy was the brightest of all the kobolds, but his twin was never found. They are known as the Cursed Nine on this plane, if you ever were to cross one.
Nice. I wonder how the conversation should go. Hi, me.
Is allowed to touch himself? Because, like, would that
That is
cause
called
a
master baiting, moving one's selfish individual meat into another location to do other eradicated things. But these kobolds are not you in any signature sense. You would not feel nor recognize them. They are smaller dragon forms.
Oh, like what the
Yeah.
original dragons did is, where they spilled their blood and made the original kobolds? At least that's how the legend goes.
That is how it happened here.
Yeah, except for this is some timey-wimey stuff. I love it.
Is kobolds. I don't think I like that. I feel like they'd be mischievous. Are they mischievous?
Known as the worst of this land. To be honest, there's one that everyone hates. If you guys really want to know about these kobolds, ask any Hollow or any Legacy member. Or I guess Thursday member. The number one person I guarantee you they will speak about is Meeks. He has not
Did you
only
like my
killed all of them
son,
in some
mate?
way, he also saved one of them. He is known as the Surgeon General of the Jolly Roger. Like, he straight up is like, he has too many titles. No one wants him in charge yet. He's constantly the only one that somehow persists through everything. But yes, the kobolds these are real creatures. These do exist. The origin is because of Iz's horrible ideas. And the other team, I think only one team has just discovered this truth. The original Legacy team that dealt with the most of them has no clue.
Oh, so if I ever meet them, they're gonna be pissed at me. Perfect.
They will eventually be like, this is the guy. This
Wait.
is why they exist.
Wait, this guy made these? Let's kill him.
Don't be upset at me that you live in my magical dumping ground.
Is what did I say? That's inhumane. You call it a refuse bin.
If you spin.
I prefer rehoming. Yes.
Yeah, rehoming, because that's never been used before. I love it. Let's rehome this entire classification, please.
Are we the bad guys?
That's what I said.
Oh, I've accepted the fact that yes, we've crossed that line.
Since Wep has joined you guys, he 100% has believed you guys were the bad guys. Wep has been the
Literally,
only
that's what I
person
said.
that has literally believed
Are
it.
we the bad guys?
I mean, we're doing the bad things in order to do good things, so I guess we are bad
We
guys.
have hurt more realities than we have fixed.
There are
I
more.
made those realities.
That sounds like a cop out.
It 100% is, but the fact is,
I created you.
exist
I can
without
destroy
me.
you.
Exactly. It's like an abusive parent.
Mommy.
Where do you guys wish to go with all this?
Shio, show us the way. Never thought I'd say that.
I just want to clarify.
I say
you
we
have...
hide the ship.
Oh yeah, we need to
Huh?
hide the ship first, or at least turn the defenses back on.
The
Is there
defenses
like a
will
cloaking kind of thing on
do
this futuristic thing?
exactly that. The cloaking device will make this look yet again like a gorged river with just a simple wishbone passing. When the ship is operational, I will let you know. Have you know, though, that I am still trapped, but in the domain of my own, I can be present. All this
Not for
time
long,
magic.
right? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
It doesn't wink back because it doesn't have a face, but you get that it
Don't
doesn't
touch
like
me.
that. Yeah. As it does state, though, I will begin the preparations. One of you will ultimately have to reserve yourself to control the vessel until I've returned. Basically, anytime this thing is actually moving, one of you guys would be the mind, the brain.
Oh, we could use my helm for that. Wouldn't it integrate well with your tech? It connects us to all it is the Oracle stuff.
Precisely why I made my own helm, that the gift we're trying to steal, because of Iz's involvement. The reason why he's been undetected all this time is because he created a helm that was not traceable by Iz.
Okay.
Your helm would work, but he's basically saying his ship is complete. Like, you don't need to use another one. It's just his is made for the purpose of not being caught.
So you have to use someone's mind. Is that important to have higher intelligence or wisdom?
You must be willing to forfeit to the ship's feelings in the event that it is harmed.
Oh, okay. Does anyone in particular want to mind meld with the ship first before we decide?
I mean, I'd say that's probably something for like me or Seg, but I think it's better for Seg because I will not use that power for good. I promise.
Yeah,
I promise.
and Seg's driven a ship before.
That's what I'm saying. He fucking pirate
Give
power.
me command of the helm that
Fuck
I
yes.
only barely identified as a helm earlier.
You learned. You know what it is now.
Yeah, I'll get the hang of
This
it.
theory part.
I promise to only use this power for things that benefit us and pure evil.
See, I like the cut of his
Very
jib.
evil. I think you'll need that more than you need the benefit. If there's anything I have seen that I can warn you all of, pure evil is the kindest instinct you can have.
That is very open-ended.
Yeah, are you trying to tell me that my evil is actually kindness? Does that mean I need to be kind to be evil?
Yep.
Nothing
Yes.
that-
Yes.
I mean, I kind
yes.
of get it, you know. Normal to the spider is chaos to the fly.
Precisely.
See, that made way more sense. Why couldn't he have said it like that, Time Wizard?
Because he's a
Oh,
time wizard.
so no
When do
opening
wizards make sense?
Exactly.
Let alone a
is close
time
to the
wizard.
book. Is close as the book as he was looking at the apocalypse chapter. Oh, that's what you meant.
Precisely.
Yeah, my bad.
So,
So
how do you
let's-
all
Everything
plan
you're
to
doing in
repair
that.
this?
What's up over there?
I was thinking, with your guidance, we could reinstall the helm and then get the defenses back up. Or should we get the defenses back up first?
Defenses need the helm.
Rather ship not.
Okay.
So we were cloaking this bitch up, getting in there, wrapping up some business, and getting out.
Alright, so let's reinstall it.
Yeah, those fucking hippos. Goddamn hooligans.
Yeah, who just shows up and starts chucking
Yeah,
grenades?
just starts ripping
I mean,
out
generally-
shit. Like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
I know, right?
Known to be
Neanderthal.
quite willing when it comes to unfortunate demeanors.
Excuse me. Who is going to attempt to reinstall the helm? One of you guys have to interact with it.
I was thinking group
Me.
project.
Okay.
I could probably do it.
Move out the way, guys. If I'm gonna fly a spaceship in the final battle, I gotta figure out how this thing works. Time Wizard,
I don't know.
can
How
you describe
good are
this in
you,
nautical
arcane?
terms?
Yes.
Connect
So
to
this
it
is a magical
and
thinking
let it
machine.
take over.
You're a bird,
your
bud. If there's one thing
brain.
you can do, it's fly.
Oh, wait, sorry. What was the Time Wizard saying?
He's like, yeah, you just have to like submit to it. He's basically being very, very simple. He's like, you got to give up to it. Just let it take you over.
What if I took
Yeah,
it
go
over
out there and
instead?
wrestle it.
If you attempted to force yourself upon its existence, it would most likely try to override you and then use your body as a vessel to itself be controlled. If you do
Ah,
Sounds
have
like a
the
challenge to
will
me.
to control
you're
this
saying-
vessel, it will have a mind of its own.
so you're saying I gotta become
See?
friends with it?
Not even Tempos believes in safety regulations.
Jack's about to get intimate
I mean,
with
if
the
he
ship.
doesn't do it,
I need to
Good for me,
establish God
Oracle,
OSHA.
as others.
All right, guys, I'm gonna attempt to bind to this thing.
Well, you have to install it first. Don't try to mind meld with it yet, Seg.
Do
For
you
the
want to
love of
ride
Jack's
God.
gonna
it
get
before you
intimate with
turn
the
it on?
ship.
I love it.
don't
Hey,
worry,
the
he'll
Time
be
Wizard-
fine. He can see the future.
The Time Wizard didn't tell me that I needed to install it first, Shio. The Time Wizard told me I needed to submit to it.
Well, it doesn't have power yet.
Oh, that's a problem, isn't it?
I
Got the power to
assume.
make
Yeah,
him
let-
submit.
A bit more
Let's get this done.
All right, you want to help me reconnect all the doohickeys?
We're down there doing it now.
Yeah, we just start.
Getting up to
Bonchio, red
Howard
goes in the yellow socket.
No, but if you plug the yellow into the red and the red into the yellow, it'll amplify the power output.
It will, but it's also going to cause a temporal harmonic backfeed. Explode his head.
But why are we using temporal harmonics?
Don't ask me. He built it.
Other people's inventions always make me angry. And I
know.
Not
There's better ways to do
imagine
it.
I am here listening to your nonsense.
It's
Look, if
called
we just
banter.
do it this way, we can get an efficiency boost.
Efficiency. boost. How about
Yeah,
this?
we keep going back and forth.
You are complete. It is done. You imagine that there's an entire veil providing a force field like demeanor.
Okay, Seg, we're only 30% sure it won't kill you.
That's good enough for me.
All right, let's back up in case it explodes.
But if he does, okay.
It doesn't matter anyway, I'm undead already. You can't kill me again.
I was about to say, I mean, if he does, I'm not wearing clothes to get ruined, so.
Remember when we went to that city in the sky and you and that lady had a good time? I need you to do that, but with the ship.
You got it, buddy.
Wait.
Okay, so
Let me
is
give
this like a
you some
charisma
helpful
check?
hints here. I gave you guidance.
Perfect, thank you.
And if you need more help, let me know.
I don't know. I can see the future, and I already know a little more about this than I did 10 seconds ago.
Give me a sleight of hand at advantage.
Here, you can have this too. That was wrong. meant that one. You already got guidance.
There you go.
I get it going.
Yeah, so you go ahead and add a D4 advantage, and in case you get hurt, well, let's hope you don't get hurt.
You know, Shio, if we just implant this in his brain, we won't have to interface with the ship. We can just have like a remote connection system instead.
Remember, we can't go too far down cybernetics or we create the Phyrexians.
No, you do that when you make the perfect machine.
Seg is almost more machine than man at this point. What do you mean?
Oh yeah, does the eye help with this at all?
Are you saying you're using the eye?
Nothing.
If
It doesn't do anything.
Yeah, you were more like inquisiting yourself. Should I waste my time trying this?
But
I'm
a
not
total of
gonna tell
9.
you.
Oh, we're doing it.
Yeah, with a total of 19, you go about and you focus on it. You're not really doing any of that stuff, but it's happening on its own as you're hooking up and kind of guiding it all into place. It places. T.emposs goes very well. Now, which of you wish to sit in it? Or do you wish to deal with other concerns?
Seg is going to sit the fuck down immediately.
So you sit down, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Take a rest, bud.
Wait, how do you do this? Saving throws with the new thing?
You just click it and click saving throw.
Right.
You can change your sheet back to the old one on the top right.
I'm going to go ahead and do the 1d4 to that, too. That's...
Yeah, you need it.
Yeah.
Okay. You put it on, and immediately you just see Seg blank out. His eyes go white. To Seg, he just sees nothing but this white blank stature of just imagery and thoughts and feeling the cold metals and the wires and the hums and the life and the visuals, the third person views from an omniscience presence of the entire ship before it all goes in reverse and regenerates right back out as Seg gets launched from the seat.
Can I catch him? Can I try to catch him?
You try to catch him, give me athletics. As Seg takes 39 points of damage. Wet
I'll take
gets
some
hit.
of that for trying to catch him.
You take 9 points of the damage. Seg will heal for that buffer as you go to catch him and you fall. With no success of catching him, but you attempted. And you guys all witness Seg get rejected. Seg, you have a massive headache and you have an point of exhaustion. As you're like breathing heavy, just holy fuck, is this thing just...
I'm going again.
Beautiful. I was gonna say something similar. Yeah, it's not
I
impossible.
totally would have done the same thing. I'm
Wait.
not even mad. I'll try to catch you again. At least now I know to brace.
You see Seg this time just throwing himself right back into the seat. This time it's almost as if like a machine is sucking his mental out as he straight up just sits there in a phase. Seg, can you please pop over to secrets for me?
I think
Yeah.
he died. He's so quiet. He's never been this quiet.
Oh, he's already dead, so I think we're good.
Yeah, what's he comes back to life? Like, what's gonna happen?
That would be pretty bad.
Oh,
He gets shocked back to life.
could he be a living vampire? Huh.
Would they be immune to the sun?
Or would he just come back to life and then just die all over again because he's like undead and rotten?
Would he just be like a regular person that likes blood then?
But like, would they keep the vampire abilities? Would they be optional?
Yeah.
A living vampire?
Would it be like the best of both worlds or the worst of both worlds?
You burn from the sun and you can't eat people no more?
Yeah, and you don't live forever
and you have to breathe again.
Manually.
Literally every downside.
The worst part of everything.
Worst part of everything. Oh no, someone dropped rice on the ground. Now I gotta count every fucking grain.
Oh no, no. That's why I distract you with butterflies.
A fate worse than death, coming back to life.
Are
So I'm
demons
human again.
technically alive?
Not quite. Yes. Because they can die from positive energy.
Oh shit, but you're not attuned to the blindfold.
Ah,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I could also use the spell True Sight.
Can we like hold hands? Will it work that way? Or if I like put it on you, if I'm still holding it,
Yeah, that's a good question.
right? Because
Wouldn't
I'm
attuned,
attuned to it, so if I hold it on you,
wouldn't attuned item work if you get permission from the person who's it attuned to?
like I can touch it if it would make the difference, you know?
Yeah, we'll talk to him about it.
Because I definitely like that energy, the item synergy. You'll be able to see it and use your crown. Because if I see it, then how am I going to help? I just say I see it. Like, how's that going to help you?
Can you send the image to his mind? Message or something similar?
I don't have any telepathy of sort. No message or anything.
Shio, you got telepathy? Telepathy? Can you read his mind?
Yeah, we should definitely work on a plan B.
I'm gonna check real quick. I just have a bunch of spells to go through, but I think I do have telepathy.
Yes, I
I don't
know
know
a
if I'm
solution.
able to make contact with them either. I've only been able to talk to the other plane. I've never been able to actually touch them.
Oh, I don't need to touch him. I just need to see him.
Oh,
I
you have.
also,
All right, cool, perfect.
I also have the spell True.
Oh yeah, what about your scrying?
Well,
I
they're
have a crystal
erased.
ball of mind reading.
Scrying only works if I know who I'm looking for.
Right, that's the whole problem here. We don't know who the fuck we're looking for. Maybe those books. You have to open those books that we found that he said weren't for us, they were for you.
Yeah, you should read those books.
Maybe they'll have some kind of clue. Am I wrong,
I don't
right?
know. I'm
If you
pretty
want
far.
someone to read it, you'd put their name on it, not other fucking people.
Most of my
Or you put a
spells-
note
Right?
for is.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Or like at the bottom, yeah, it should say like for is. Like that's just the title of the book.
Well, to be fair, I think the other me's don't exactly have parties they roll around with.
I wonder
Other
what would
ises were
happen if
much
I
more
opened
powerful.
Seg's book and he opened mine instead.
Most of my spells
Nothing.
are geared towards hurting people, so I don't think I have telepathy. Which I thought
Good.
I
I've got a
did.
ball of telepathy.
Well, if I saw them, I'd be able to spike them. I could use the psychic lance, and you can use that as a location. But it would definitely be a combat then, because that's an attack.
Please don't hurt me.
That's our line.
No.
That's
That's
way,
our
guys.
line.
Everybody say hi.
Hello.
Hi there.
You see the lights of the ship turn.
Wait, it's a sentient magical artifact?
Well, no, it's a living ship. They made that abundantly clear.
You don't
Well,
listen.
yes, they all say that.
It is, in fact, what we'll call a befriend elemental of a plane in which you have never seen exist.
Oh, that's fair. Well, say hi. I mean, I'm not a dick most of the time.
You all feel as if there's an acceptance. It's like a vibe. Just this, it's cool with it kind of sense.
Ooh, it's an empathic construct.
One drink, please, Mr. Ship.
I don't think that's how it
Is
works,
it-
buddy.
Which room do I have to
Did
ask?
you ask?
Do I ask this room? Is that how it works?
Another thing of note, guys, is that I'm gonna feel all of its pain. So let's make sure it doesn't fall into too much disrepair.
Okay.
But we travel through time, and things die through time. Is it like a
Yeah,
permanent connection or a temporary one?
You know, I'm not 100% sure. I think
It's
it's
like
just when I'm
ET.
sitting on the chair, but it seems like it only wants to run if everything's, spick and span. So we'll have to do pretty frequent repairs.
It seems like a seat thing. I don't think it's going to be
So would
permanently
you
connected.
say us? I mean, I can have my animal companions do it.
Yeah, it's just as long as the maintenance is done, probably.
Ah, okay. It's not picky. Good.
Were you
Ship.
showing the
No,
item or
does
are
it
you
does
gonna
it tell
use
me
it?
if I'm picky? It's picky?
No, I was so we were trying to figure ways to have the blindfold on one person and someone else to look at what he's seeing.
Very true.
And I was like, you can use this to read his mind.
So
Ta-da.
if
It's not picky,
Weps,
like about who maintenance is it. Go
Because
ahead.
we were saying, yeah, since he's not attuned to it, would it work still if I held it to his eyes, or if he had like permission to use it? Or...
It's really, I think, just a command word, right?
Holy fucking shit. Could we have the crystal ball of mind reading installed as the ball of Seg's eyeball?
I was thinking we could install it to the ship. Let the ship read other people's minds.
The fuck?
Oh god.
Oh,
Like let the enemies on the ship, and then it just starts breaking into their minds and dealing them psychic damage by showing them all their childhood trauma.
it's one directional.
I mean, with
It's
enough
not the
power.
orb of force. Well, then you're just cheating.
Yeah, it is your favorite thing.
Well, yes. Oh, so plan? We got the ship ready to go.
Oh, we needed
And
to
I
figure
look over
out.
to say,
Oh yeah.
I think so.
Yep.
Is it sending me any
All right.
damage signals or anything?
No, it's just letting you know that like you're entwined with it. You share on a psychic connection that if something were to happen to the ship, you for sure would feel it. It was just making it
Got
very clear that if it sucks,
so-
it sucks for you too.
Turn
Got
on
it.
your cloaking and
Yeah, no,
let's
we're all
rock.
good. Yeah, we ready to go? Sag
yeah,
will attempt to
begin the
turn on cloaking.
translocation.
He's not sure if cloaking is a thing, but he'll get the shit moving.
Where are we going? Sec.
Strixhaven. What year?
Wait, we can't go there yet.
Oh, where are we going?
Tempos, you
Just
probably have
anywhere, not
fallback
here.
sites, right?
I have, but they're not close by. In fact, I was recently tracking a group of young adventurers following a unique entity. He goes by the name Sid. Though I believe it to be an acronym, I haven't been able to prove that yet. Would you all be interested in tracking them down first?
I mean, sure. So we can get the ship out of here. We don't want them hippos coming back.
Yeah, and maybe. When do we want to go into the parallel reality?
So I guess let's lay out a couple objectives. Let's get a real good understanding of what it is you guys have as an option, right? So we have the ship and relocation, which is simpler than most things. We have the isolated parallel, and in that parallel, there's a guarantee with chance that you can discover who the arbiter is.
Which is good.
Then we have. Then we have, if you guys were to go back to Strixhaven, there's an entire war still happening across 4 campuses. And you kind of abandon everyone. but at the same time you're here because you're solving a problem. Really kind of oxymoron. And then there is, which was brought up again, the Oracle Heart. If it were to be arisen, that's a very powerful ally, but it also needs a hefty sacrifice to get it going. Obviously, you guys want to avoid gift detection, which is already, we'll say that's accomplished. Shields, etc., have already been implemented. This is the list I got so far of the 4 core things, or 4 decently core things that are absolutely directional, but I'm sure there's other things that you guys might also see as potential directions.
So T.emposs, you are capable of moving people through time. If we do these things for you, will you be able to move us back to when we left Strixhaven, the moment we left?
The moment you arrived here, anything at Strixhaven is being played as it would be if you didn't exist. Most likely failure. The moment you return, it will be as if you left, though everything that had happened to them would be the emotions you face in the people, even if they don't understand it.
So they'll resent us subconsciously.
Without realizing it is you they resent, resentment could be felt, but I would not say that all are resented. Just the emotions of those you thought you knew might not be in the same balance when you return. It's like the feeling of deja vu. We all live life and all of a sudden we're like, man, I feel like I've fucking seen that shit before. When really you probably have like 10 years ago. That's kind of like the feeling they'll have no matter what happens. They fail without you guys there. So when you re-arrive back, when you guys are going to be like, hurrah, we've arrived, there might be less hope in them. Among other things.
That's nothing a little ass whooping won't fix.
I think that's a really bad thing, guys.
Morale is an issue.
We can beat the morale into them.
We really can't, Wep. We really can't. They don't like us already.
I
What's
think
not to
like might be overrated anyway. We can be the heroes and lose the war, or we can win the war and them just be like, wow, I don't think they took care of us all that great. Keeping us alive, preventing reality from breaking apart, paying our tuition for the year. I
think
like
you're
option
gonna want
B.
to
Yeah,
refund on
living
that.
really sucks, huh? Those guys sucked.
Yeah, but if we can bring back... I suppose we could fix the morale problem for when we get back by bringing back a bunch of powerful people.
Well, yeah. I mean, the method of victory, just finding out who the traitor is. If we can stop them from stealing the artifact, that'll be a big boon.
Yeah, the Phyrexians will become a lot weaker. Maybe even their Titan wouldn't
Yeah.
be in existence.
Maybe we can even find a godling to throw at the heart.
Or maybe one of these adventurers really wants power and really needs it, and is willing to take that risk.
Yeah, I'd rather throw someone I don't like at it.
Yeah, but if they don't like us, then they're not an ally.
Well, I mean, if they get ate by the heart,
The heart definitely needs time to incubate, so that's why you have the power is.
yeah.
It's beating on you.
Still, let's go after the traitor first, and then we can re-obsess.
Alright, so we gotta move the ship first.
Easy. That's
And
the
then-
easiest thing.
We'll move it close to where those adventurers are while we're cloaked. Deal with this. Deal with the parallel traitor. And then go after those adventurers. I don't think we'll win the final battle if we go back to Strixhaven right now.
No, I've
we need-
fought that thing with 1,000 armies. We need something special.
Strong individuals, yeah.
More like an
students.
ace in a hole. And we still got to get a ship or something to fight that giant ass monstrosity. Remember the one from my vision? The one that's like 1,000 feet tall, 10,000
Yeah.
feet tall.
Yeah, that's why we should try to stop the traitor from stealing the artifact. What if we steal it ourselves?
Well, who's to say they won't go back in time to steal it before we steal it?
You're right, we should confront them and then steal the artifact so they don't try again.
I mean, yeah. If I was to do that, I'd steal it, use it as much as I need, then put it back before anyone noticed it was gone.
Well, if it disappears from history anyway, at least it's not in the hands of the Phyrexians.
Maybe.
Maybe. That's always a good one.
Well-
So, here's what we'll do. We'll kind of wrap this general session up right there, but I did want to discuss with you guys the pop-ins with the rest of the community. So, you guys are obviously in the existence timeline of all the other campaigns, literally. Currently, the group in which we are referring to is the Thursday team. You guys have made clear that the most availability for majority of you guys would be a Thursday. Is that something all four of you guys could potentially make?
Yeah, I'm good after yesterday. I'm good.
Yeah, I could do Thursday.
Sweet. Now, up to you guys. This would obviously be free. You guys wouldn't pay for that session. You guys are popping in as guests. Would you guys be interested in popping in this week or the following session, whether it's next week or whenever their next core session is?
Both work for me.
Yeah, whichever's good for me as well.
I can
Okay.
do both.
Yeah, I don't mind either.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna
So this
figure
week?
out where. Yeah, let's assume this week for now. Let's absolutely assume this week. They usually jump on. We get together around 7:45, but you guys can trickle in around 8 while I kind of prep and set up the scene for them, or they show up late, whichever happens. But we'll aim for you guys to join at 8 regardless. Just pop on in. You know, they'll notice you guys. You guys don't have to say anything right away. Here's what's gonna happen no matter what. When you guys go into that isolated parallel, there's a name you're going to learn. That name would be the only thing you guys would be able to share with the Thursday group. That doesn't mean anything to them, theoretically, to their characters. To other characters they played, yes, but to characters that they are playing, it doesn't. But for a sense of you guys, so technically the reason why I'm bringing it up is because you guys would already have gone through the isolated parallel before appearing to them. So when you join them, I'm going to give you, before you guys join them, I'm going to give you guys like a little thing in your guys' group chat on the Discord that kind of gives you guys just general pointers of what you guys learn in that parallel. And then those are things obviously that I will somehow figure out happen while you guys are actually playing through it. So at no point do you guys have to meta it. But these are guaranteed, like, you know, like I said, that isolated parallel is fact. There's nothing in there that's not known to T.emposs, basically. So when you guys
We
go,
did discuss while you guys were in the
guaranteed.
secret our general idea with the parallel.
Okay, go ahead. Let's see. Let's drop it.
We were talking about the blindfold with Shio and the crown.
About how
and
to
that's
use it
why
to
we
see
were
through
working
it.
it, like how he can use my blindfold.
Correct. Yeah, and honestly, that's why I'm kind of letting you know that I'll be dropping some information to you guys so you have it for Thursday. Though you guys don't know how it necessarily applies to your story, it's information that you guys can use to explain why you're present come Thursday.
Okay. What level are these guys?
They are way lower than you guys. You guys are gonna look like badasses. I think they're level 7, maybe 9 highest. Like they're not strong.
Oh shit, dude!
But
Do
they
not
have been
underestimate our
facing-
ability to look like
but
dumbasses.
They have been facing dinosaurs, gifts. Like they have literally been like level 3 duking it out with level 9s and winning just by chance. Like they've lost a lot of characters already. Like a lot of people have died. They got like new faces every couple of weeks, but that they love. That's their storytelling. It's wonderful.
They try to murder hobo us immediately, and we just show them the power of level 17.
Don't be surprised. Like they are very resourceful. I don't think any of them have ever showed their full skills as a character. They purposefully are like out of the box players. But nonetheless, it'll be super fun. We've had these encounters before. This particular group is the perfect group to do this with, and it's usually who we always end up falling on first. So it'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, I will get a final head count on their team. They have no clue that we're doing this, which is half the fun. And once I give you guys the information, you guys are gonna know your role real quick. So let's aim for this Thursday. It'll be super fun. I know today was a super heavy informational session. I think we only changed screens like twice, but I feel like you guys definitely got the gist of where it is you stand. So we'll continue this story next week, but we'll see each other Thursday to see how you guys play in another. Sound good?
Sounds good.
awesome.
Sounds
I'm
good.
looking
Yeah,
forward to it.
great session as always. Can't wait.
Sweet.
Yeah,
See
for
you
real.
guys then.
Y'all in a
Have
couple
a
days.
good one. All right. Latest.
I'll catch you next week.
Yep. Kind of glad we ended early this week. I was about to fall asleep.
Yeah, same.
Oof, too much running.
Yeah, if you want to discuss any
All right, yep.
strategy, just